Good morning, Weir, road2ruler.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of coffee. We have a massive Webbot hit. If you listen to the Three Amigos video, Cliff said we're going to see a sloshing of the cryptos. Huge amount of sloshing. Into Bitcoin, out of Bitcoin into the alts, out of the alts into Bitcoin, and back and forth, with new money coming in from all over the place. That is exactly what we're seeing right now. Bitcoin down a little bit, 2%. The alt currencies, alt cryptos are absolutely booming. Some are up 50% in a day. But remember, they've dropped 50% over the last couple months. So this is the sloshing effect. Another massive Webbot hit when it comes to the cryptos. Cliff has been 100% right time and time again. All the naysayers can go bye-bye now again. Not that we're worried about that. But it is a recognition that these alt currencies, the Ethereum blockchain, the companies being created on the Ethereum network, absolutely are the wave of the future. They can change the way we do business. They can change the economy. They can take the criminality out of the old system and put it into something new that is honest and straightforward and upright, and you can see exactly what's going on. That's what the world needs, and that's what the world's going to get. So right now we're seeing the sloshing. Yes, if you hold a lot of Bitcoin, great time to slosh to the other side. Is the alt currencies and the companies being built on the blockchain are going to be sloshing and sloshing around. And this is going to go back and forth over the next 2 or 3 years. So get used to it. If you're a quick trader, yes, you can get in here and get out there, and just don't get caught out of the whole system. Don't be sitting there with cash while everything up, because it's going to slosh up and up and up and up and up. All right, let's look at some of the exciting ones. Obviously, Bitcoin was up a lot. Now it's down 2%, which is really nothing. I mean, expect 40% drops in Bitcoin in the future. As it goes up, it's going to get slammed down, and a lot of FUD lately. If you looked at all the comments coming out by people, pure FUD. Ben Fulford, it's just ridiculous statement from his insiders. I mean, clearly they either were trying to do something to talk the cryptos down, or they really don't understand what the cryptos are and how they are valued. Fulford was talking about how there's a backdoor in Bitcoin, and the elite are going to steal all the Bitcoin in one fell swoop. Well, then Bitcoin would be worthless. It's the network effect that gives it its value. No one would, and nobody has Bitcoin except the elite. They can trade with each other. That's about it. I mean, just ridiculous. And the whole backdoor theory that somebody can hack into every single wallet. You got to break the SHA 156 or whatever that the CIA cryptography is, which is like 1 billion to 1 shot. But you got to do it on each and every wallet out there. And there's millions and millions of wallets out there. And most of them have zero balance. So this ridiculous FUD. And you look at it and you're like, they really don't understand cryptos in the woo-woo world, in that space where there's the revaluation and the Iraqi dinar and all that bullshit, and the your social security number is your balance of life. You got to remember that these are the old deciders who were deciding this or making this shit up or whatever they were doing. The new world is going to be completely different, and the cryptos have the opportunity to destroy that old ridiculous system with the few deciders of how it's going to all be, and change it into something that is truthful and honest and run by the people for the people. And it's exciting, and it is exciting to be involved, and exciting to watch the people who really can't give up that past stuff come over one by one, 10 by 10, million by million. Look at Coinbase's, every day there's thousands of people joining the crypto revolution. And pretty soon, as Cliff's data says, again, we go from 1% acknowledgement of the cryptos to 3% acknowledgement of the cryptos over the next 6 months. Remember, 1% got us to $6,000 Bitcoin, Litecoin at $60. Add another 3%, and the people who are already in have no inclination to sell. You're looking at huge numbers, 1,000 times return type of stuff. This is the transition out of the old system into something new. But let's go across some of them. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum up 10% today at 308. Ripple, not my favorite coin, but it's gonna. A lot of these coins will be lifted by the flow of all the new money coming in. Ripple will get sold off when the bankers start to struggle. That's what you got to remember. It's a banker's coin. They own most of it. So when the bankers start to struggle for earnings each quarter, Ripple will get slammed. And ultimately, Ripple will be gone. And that's in Cliff's data as well. Bitcoin Cash is still plugging away. Whether or not it will become Bitcoin or Bitcoin will become... yeah, it's up in the air, and I try to stay away from that argument. If you own Bitcoin in your own wallet before August 1st, you own a win, place, and show ticket. You got Bitcoin, you got Bitcoin Cash, and you got whatever forks off of it if the next fork happens. So yeah, that's a good ticket. Anything bought after August 1st, and if you own it on a third-party wallet, that's not good. Because then they decide whether or not they're going to give you the Bitcoin Cash or whatever the next fork is. So yeah, I'm just staying away from Bitcoin. Those who buy Bitcoin are ringing the bell, ching ching, because they get both Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Good for you, bravo. I think there's so many other exciting things, like Litecoin is way undervalued. People have asked me, is Litecoin really worth a fourth of Bitcoin? And is that on market cap or on price value, because there's 4 times as many? I would say on market cap, but on price value also, because of the utility value of Litecoin. When the old system breaks down and we need some fast form of currency to buy a cup of coffee, Litecoin will be standing there saying, it's me, it's me. So I do see a 4-to-1 ratio, Bitcoin to Litecoin on a coin-for-coin basis. So as far as market cap, obviously Bitcoin would, or Litecoin would have a huge market cap, up right near Bitcoin. So we'll see what happens there. $60 Litecoin is ridiculous. Those who are getting in now are going to be very happy in the next 6 months. Then there's all the other ones. Dash, Monero, the Secret coin is up 10%. But some of these are really jumping. And it's usually the ones that were falling the most. Like IOTA is up 32%. Omizigo, one of my very favorites. If you want to invest in China and Asia using cryptocurrencies, Omizigo is, in my opinion, the number one pick. And it's up 18% today. Let's see what else is exciting. I know a lot of people like Zcash. That's up 11%. EOS, that's that unknown Ethereum challenger. Whether or not, it's just too far of a lag, if you ask me, until their product is released. But it's up 7%. 10x, the pay token card, the much maligned crypto credit card, up pretty good today, 15%. The concept that they could, they were running the numbers. We're going to make millions of dollars for our token holders. They ran smack into regulators. Obviously, you can't have one card around the world without all the regulators buying in. But I do think at some point they will buy in. So yes, I do own 10x, which is the pay token. And it is up 15% today. Very nice. What else we look at? Salt, one of my very favorites. Very, very much coming close to the time when they're going to release a product by the end of the year. Hopefully, if it leaks on into January, not that big a deal. These are for crypto loans. A couple people sent me other companies that say they're going to do the same thing. They're not going to do the same thing. There was so much work that went on in Salt beforehand. Getting regulators on board, getting the banks on board, the funding banks, all this stuff had to be done. And these new companies saying, oh, we're going to give crypto loans. And I look at their website and it's like nothing. I can invent a website and say, Weir gives crypto loans. But there's a lot of work, a ton of work that goes on behind the scenes. And it's got to be done right, because you're mixing the old system with the new system. And Salt is doing very well at that. And there's a lot of FUD coming out that was ridiculous about the amount of the coins were sold for, which means nothing as far as the valuation of the token. Or the membership, excuse me, Salt guys, the membership. And yeah, they did absolutely have to dance with the regulators to get this to work. And I think everything is in line for them to release a product by the end of the year, which would be great. And then imagine the spotlight on that as these crypto billionaires and millionaires and people who have seen their investments double, triple, quadruple can leverage those up and use that fiat money to buy a car, to buy whatever they want, and then pay in the crypto, using crypto as collateral. So, and as it gets more exciting in that realm, more and more banks will come on. The interest rates will get lower and lower, and nothing but good things in the future for Salt. And I heard they're going to have a debit card too. A debit card. Love the debit cards with the cryptos. All right. What else are we looking at? Some of my favorites. Populous. I am still giving out one Populous token on a paper wallet to anybody who subscribes to the Road to Ruta, along with a silver coin. The best coin ever created, the Silver Ruta coin, in my opinion. Maybe not best coin ever created, but damn good. Damn good. Populous is up 16%. That baby's going to go through the roof. 16% is nothing. Remember, all these had fallen 25, 30% in the past couple months. Veritasium, the monster. Veritasium, the monster. Veritasium is going to just skyrocket at some point very soon. In Cliff's data, again, this is in Cliff's data, it has, instead of Reggie running around from country to country trying to get them to adopt a Veritasium solution to their exchange problems of, criminality, countries are going to be coming to Reggie. And Reggie's going to just get to sit back in his office and say, okay, I'll work with you. New York Stock Exchange, I'll work with you. COMEX, I'll work with you. The Tokyo Stock Exchange, and he'll get to pick and choose who he wants to work with, and the price of the Veritasium token is just going to go batshit. You know what that is. So yes, I am a big fan of Veritasium. Have been since day one. I continue to hold on my Veritasium, and anybody thinking about buying, you're getting it at a screaming bargain at $61. What else we got going on here that I'm excited about? OX, I own a little bit of that, 8% up 8%. Status, I think I own some of that. I'm not real sure. Nothing big. 20%. Monaco, another credit card. I do own some of that. Not a lot, but that's up 10%. That's always Funfair. I got some Funfair, which is it's a gambling token. And I remember it first came out, and it was a company that was already up and running, already established. Most of these gambling tokens are just a bunch of shysters trying to make money. But the old established company, if there's a company behind it that is established, has proven itself, yeah, definitely throw a couple bucks at it. So Funfair I did. It's very volatile. Obviously, it's up 11%. And one of my favorites right here, ADEX. ADEX is up 45% today. That partly because of how much it has gone down, but also ADEX is going to inject truth and honesty into the online advertising industry. And they're already signing up with partners and things like that. It's going to be required. YouTube and Google, they're going to all go to ADEX and say, we have a problem. Everybody seems to trust your solution. Will you work with us? And ADEX will say, yeah, sure. And you'll watch their token go up 1,000%. So very excited about ADEX. And remember, these companies are barely coming to market. 2018 is going to be the breakout year. Very exciting. And if I close my eyes and just look at, a year from now, 1 year from now, what are these companies going to be? Gigantic, ginormous, as Elf would say. So very excited about ADEX still. And if you followed the Road to Ruta, I've talked about some of these companies and some of these tokens and cryptocurrencies. I did buy a little Kin, which is it's a social media coin. The company's been around for a long time. They created way too many coins. I bought a little bit just because I know, from Cliff's data, he says Kin's going to be one of the big names. Whether or not you can make any money on the coin is unknown because look at how many coins they have out there. It's 756 billion coins. and they're trading for 0.000059. But it's funny because coins like that, when they bounce, because people think, oh, it's such a low price, they'll buy it just hoping for a double or triple. It's so much easier, but they don't look at the amount of coins that have been issued. So anyway, it's a bunch of fun little ones, and we are looking at a sloshing. So go back to the Three Amigos video, check it out, and see what Cliff has to say about the sloshing. It'll happen. It'll go back and forth. So right now it's sloshing out of Bitcoin, but it's the new money coming in. As you can see, Bitcoin's only down 2%, and all these other cryptos are up hugely. So there's new money coming in to help in the sloshing. So the altcoins are going to run for a while, and then peter out. Everybody will scream bubble, 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 and it'll slosh back into Bitcoin. They'll scream bubble, bubble, bubble. It'll slosh back. That's the game they're playing. If you're a fast trader and you want to get in on that game, it is a hoot. And there's people making zillions of dollars doing that. I love the companies that I analyzed. I'm not even looking at them for another, I won't even think about selling them for another year or two, unless I need a little money. But that's the idea. Invest in the Amazons and the Facebooks and the Googles of the crypto world, the blockchain world. And then you just have to sit back and say, woohoo, life is good. Anyway, this is Big Swear. As you can tell, I'm a little happy that finally the sloshing has begun. And a massive, massive Webbot hit. Good job, Cliff High. We love him. I'll talk to you guys later.